All right, so for our foundation chain, we're going to crochet multiple sets of 12 chains, and we're going to add 2 additional chains. So for this example, I am going to crochet 3 sets of 12 chains, making it a total of 36 chains, and then with 2 additional stitches or chains, making it 38 chains. So let's go ahead and work on our foundation chain. So you're gonna start with a slip knot. And then, so I'm gonna go ahead and chain 38. All right, so I am done crocheting 38 chains. So next thing we're gonna do, you're going to insert 1 single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So this is the first chain from the hook, and this is your second chain from the hook. So insert 1 single crochet. All right, so now you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so now you're going to skip 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th chain you're going to insert 1 single crochet. All right, so go ahead and chain 5 again. So again, you're going to skip 3 chains. So you have 1, 2, 3, and then insert 1 single crochet into the 4th chain. Chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, and then insert a single crochet into the 4th chain. So you're just going to continue with that same pattern. Chain 5, and then skip 3 chains, and then insert 1 single crochet into the 4th chain. Continue with that until you get to the end of this row, and then meet me back and I'll show you the next row. So we've reached the end of the chain almost. So just chain 5 after your last single crochet, and then go ahead and insert 1 single crochet into the last chain, and then go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so when you turn your work, you're going to insert 1 single crochet into this first chain 5 arch. All right, in the next chain 5 arch, you're going to insert 8 double crochets. Okay, after inserting 8 double crochets into this arch, The next arch, you're going to insert 1 single crochet. And then you're going to go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then in the next arch, you're going to insert 1 single crochet. And then in the next arch, you're going to insert 8 double crochets. Alright, and then in the next arch, you're going to insert 1 single crochet. Chain 5. In the next arch, insert 1 single crochet. And then in the next arch, you're going to insert 8 double crochets again. Alright, in this last arch, you're going to insert 1 single crochet. And then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2. And then in this last single crochet here, you are going to insert 1 double crochet. Now you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Alright, so this is what your work should look like at the end of row 2. So for row 3, so make sure you turn your work. So for row 3, you're going to insert 1 single crochet into the very first stitch. Now you're going to skip these 2 chains, and you're also going to skip the single crochet. And then we're going to begin by inserting a double crochet to the top of the double crochet from the previous row. So this double crochet right here, you're just going to insert 1 double crochet. And then we're going to insert a picot. So basically the way you do that is to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So at the top of this double crochet, you're going to notice that we have 2 loops right here. So we're just going to insert our hook just like that into those the 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then you're going to do a slip stitch. Let's do that again. So in the next stitch on top of the double crochet, you're going to insert a double crochet, and then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, insert your hook into those 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and do a slip stitch. So just keep repeating that for each of those double crochets from the previous row. So now I'm doing my picot. So another double crochet and a picot, 1, 2, and 3. Set my hook, pull through 2 loops, and then do a slip stitch. So we're just repeating that. 1, 2, 3. We're repeating that for each of the double crochets from the previous row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, and 3. Do a picot. This last one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And for this last double crochet right here, we're just gonna do a double crochet with no picot. So you should have 8 double crochets and 7 picots. So let's count the picots. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we have a total of 7 picots. So now we're gonna move on. And so this next stitch, this next arch, we're just going to insert 1 single crochet. Okay, and then we're gonna move on to the next set of double crochets. So you're just gonna repeat the last step where we insert 1 double crochet into each, to the top of each of the double crochets, and then we do a picot. So remember, we're doing 7 picots. When you get to the last double crochet, you're just gonna put a double crochet and no picot. So we're reaching our last double crochet. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 7 picots. And so this last double crochet, we're just going to insert 1 double crochet on top of it. And now we're going to insert 1 single crochet into this arch. And so we're just going to repeat the last step where we insert our double crochets and the picots on top of these double crochets from the previous row. Alright, so we're almost at the end of this 3rd row. We have just 1 arch remaining. So in this arch, we're just going to insert one single crochet. So now you're going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you're going to turn your work. So at the end of the 3rd row, this is what your work should look like. All right. So for row 4, you're going to go ahead and insert, you're going to skip 2 picots from the previous row. So skip 2 picots, and then you're going to insert 1 single crochet into that 3rd picot. All right, so go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so next you're going to skip 1 picot, and then in the next one you're going to insert a single crochet. So go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so now you're going to skip the next 2 picots, and then when you get to this single crochet, you're going to insert 1 double crochet on top, into that single crochet. All right, so now we're going to repeat that last step from the beginning. So basically we're going to skip 2 picots. We're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2 picots. In the 3rd picot, you're going to insert 1 single crochet. All right, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to skip 1 picot and insert 1 single crochet into the next picot. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna skip this 2 picots, and then in this single crochet you're going to insert 1 double crochet. Okay, so just repeat that all the way till you get to your to this picot. All right, so when you get to the end of this row, you're going to skip the remaining picots, and you're gonna chain 5, and then in this last single crochet you're going to insert 1 double crochet into that stitch. All right, and now you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and turn your work. So we're gonna go ahead and insert 1 single crochet into that first arch. right, in your next arch, remember this arch, this is where we had that, where we skipped one picot. So this arch, we're going to go ahead and insert 8 double crochets. So we have 8 double crochets. In the next arch, we're just going to insert 1 single crochet. So now go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that next arch, you're going to insert 1 single crochet. And then in the next arch, you're going to insert 8 double crochets. The next arch, insert 1 single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, insert 1 single crochet into the next arch, and then in the next arch you're going to insert 8 double crochets. All right, in the next arch, you're going to insert 1 single crochet. And then this is what it should look like so far. So now you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to insert 1 double crochet into the 3rd chain of this previous. So remember, this was your chain 8 arch. So we're going to count from here 1, 2, 3. So you're going to insert 1 double crochet into that 3rd chain. Here's what it looks like at the end of row 5. So basically you're gonna repeat row 3 to 5. So go back and rewind and watch that row. So basically we're just gonna be repeating this row, and this row. So just repeat that as many times as you want. Go back and watch it as many times as you want, and make as many rows as you'd like. So I am going to make a few more rows, and I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like.